Put me in, coach, I'm ready. Hey y'all, we're live, by the way. I was told I could do the introductions, which is a poor mistake on their, behalf. Ben's last minute prepping. This is Heart of the Game, stream. Local, game store up in Buffalo, New York. We play D&D in Eberron. I'm just making Ben regret it by doing this. That's DM Benjamin.
Pencil.
I know. That's Wolf, he's playing Randall. My name's Ashley, I'm playing Navari. We left off last time by not murdering people. Instead, we talked to them. Work with people.
This is so peculiar.
God, what was that?
Jeez, there it is.
There was a moment where I was referencing in my head as that was happening a movie I'd seen where it's like, I just want to talk to him. What are you doing with that gun? I'm just going to talk to him. Why are you loading it with ammo? I just want to talk to them.
I want a follower alert of just Ben shouting, "You can't come up here!"
I mean, if they ever give me access, I will set that up with Nightbot or something and get a follower alert set up for them.
I would hear every time.
The subscriber alert would be, "What happened to Vampire Boy?"
Remember, he wasn't that bad of a guy. Like, in reality, he really wasn't.
No.
Not just because he charmed you.
But in that moment, we didn't know that he wasn't that bad of a guy.
Well, I mean, Randall did, kind of.
Randall thought he wasn't a bad guy, but then he thought he was a real douchebag afterwards. After he got cleared of that spell.
Yes. Oh, man.
I'm like, don't you presume to think you know what Randall was thinking after that was all done?
Randall, you're being followed by a dog.
I'm not being followed by the dog. He is sniffing because now he is looking for treats. And he thinks that he'll find something down there, but all his treats are right over here.
Randall, how'd you
way up high?
How'd you know I wanted a dog?
Good luck finding him. You'll have to find me, lass, and I'm craftier than I look.
With our passive perception.
Oh yeah, we're a hot mess.
I'm amazed we get anything done.
Oh, man. So, yeah, I think I have everything I need now. I think. We're gonna find out.
Then.
So...
It's okay, we're gonna go off the rail.
The last thing we did, session-wise, was... What was it?
We went into the place.
We heard the two dudes speaking.
And you could hear voices. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And it was the, what accent? The one bad undead people country. Karnath.
Man, you spent more time there than Randall did. Come on.
You don't know that for sure.
I try and black it out.
Oh, no. Randall doesn't know that. Wolf here does.
Yo, that's true. Yes. Yes. Randall doesn't know how much time Navari did things that are probably in like documents that are sealed and blacked out.
To be honest,
don't exist. Yeah.
To be honest, Randall doesn't give a hoot what she did before he and her met up.
No, I wouldn't think so.
I mean, because if she knew the things that he was expected and did when he was a part of the Templar Knights, did probably make her stomach turn a little bit.
I mean, same vice versa, but not Templar Knights.
Alcohol.
No, yeah, your organization didn't pretend to be good guys.
Mine? Well. Yeah. Yeah.
Mine definitely pretended to be good guys.
I say we get this this game on the road, as objectively this is the closest you've come to Sir Garrick and the schemas for a very long time.
That's not true. We touched that schema.
And we gave him a wrong one.
Yeah, but that was
This
almost
was
a year ago.
It hasn't been a year.
I don't think it's been a year.
Oh, in game. Oh yeah, I have no idea how long it's been in game.
I think you
I'll
said
figure that out.
like it's been a
month and a
month
half.
since we found Casper.
Yeah, it's probably been like 2 months since you guys were at Whitehearth.
Which one's Whitehearth? Was that Vampire Boy?
No, Whitehearth was when we had Ashara.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and the
okay.
gunfire.
Yep.
And that was when Randall found the flaming hand elemental.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
living
yeah.
spell.
And then extinguished it with exploding wineskins full of water.
Well, I hid
I
in the
recall
hot
those
tub.
times. I recall those times very well. They were great.
They were definitely fun. So you guys find yourselves at the bottom of another set of stairs that are sized for human-sized people, and you could hear the voices on the other at the top of the stairs echoing down.
That's right. They were coming from behind us because we had already gone down the stairs.
Oh, I thought they were going in front of us.
I thought they were in front of us when we were talking about that because we went down the servants' stairs from the massacre that had happened up above.
Yeah, so you guys went up into the structure, and this is another staircase to another higher level.
Oh, I thought we were going down, but we're going up?
Or is it to go down to
Okay.
go up?
I mean, it could be. People that built temples tended to build a lot of finagly things in them. All right. Well, I do recall handing Navari some of that lovely tranquilizing
Yeah.
sleep-related toxin.
Yeah,
Much to Ben's chagrin.
I think. Wait, how much did I get?
I think I pulled 2 pouches to hand to you after I did a little sampley poo.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And then Ben made me roll a con check and was like, "You succeed."
I learned? Is it you have to put it on a weapon or?
Yeah, it would have gone on your arrows.
Okay.
Arrows or darts.
But nothing else.
What? That's up to Ben. I mean, I guess you could coat more, but it's designed to like dip an arrowhead in it so that you can shoot him with it. And maybe the arrowhead doesn't kill him, but it puts him to sleep.
How many health potions do you have, Randall?
$25 HP plus 1.
For health potions?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want any health potions?
No, I'm alright, lass.
I apparently have 7.
Actually, let me look at my bag of holding. Yeah, I have 1 healing potion.
Okay.
And then I have 25. I have lay on hands.
Okay.
So, which I mostly use on other people.
What?
Yeah, I'm a very selfless paladin.
Hey, I just offered you health potion.
Oh, I know. So why would I take a resource that you're clearly going to need at some point? When I have a renewable healing source in the form of my lay on hands.
Oh no, what I forgot I had? The Cloak of Elven Kind.
Are you wearing that?
Yeah. I was supposed to be getting advantages. This is what happens when you don't play for months, folks. Yeah, so stuff made to see me is at disadvantage, and I have an advantage on stealth checks.
I just walk in plainly and let them try to hit me. Seems to work well for me.
I mean, true. I also have boots of false tracks. That I don't think technically do anything, but I have for fun.
They do. They can leave the tracks of any humanoid-sized creature.
Oh yeah, they
Yo.
definitely have the potential to be extremely versatile.
Like you could literally be walking and leaving the tracks of like a goblin.
Yeah,
I mean, there is potential there. It's just you have to think outside the box of how you would use an item like that.
I think I did it back at the temple with Lucan.
yeah, it's a quirky item. All right, so what do you guys want to do?
What does the voice sound like? You said it just sounds like somebody speaking in Carnathian.
So you can, you've heard this accent quite a bit in your adventures. Yeah.
What would you like to do, Rand? I'm down for sneaking, but I know that's not your
No.
forte.
I mean, you're welcome to sneak ahead of me if you'd like. Or you could hide in the shadows and I could just walk out like a beacon of light so that they're all distracted by me presence.
Mm-hmm.
My question now lies with the fact that we never did learn if those lads that are traveling with your lass there are able to speak Carnathian.
No, we didn't
And
learn
we also
that.
don't know what they happen to look like, so this is going to be a real pickle. We maybe should have brought one of them lads with us.
I mean,
At
I
least you know
can
what
look.
your
It.
daughter looks like.
I haven't seen her in 5 years, Randall. She was a little girl when I last saw her.
Oh, yeah, 11. What?
Yeah.
11, 12, yep.
I told she
Something
looks
tells
like
me
me
her-
though, but she's also a tiefling, so she's not that hard to find.
Something tells me that she's gonna look a lot like her mum, and her facial features probably haven't changed a whole heck of a lot, other than maybe you losing some of that baby fat.
But it might not be able, or might not be that hard to find the rest of her people, considering
What?
those guys weren't very well armored, and those face masks are pretty recognizable.
Well, if you'd like to take a look and peek in, but I was just merely suggesting that I might give you camouflage, so to speak.
I might not need it.
Well, after you then.
We'll see. Can
I'll
I?
wait up here. I'll wait up here, roughly 30 feet up the hallway,
Okay.
away from you, at 30 feet from the top of the stairs, basically.
We need like some bird, like we need to invest in like a signal sometime.
Oh, I'm sure combat sounding off is going to be a good signal.
Yeah, but
I'll be in there right hurry and I'll be in there quick and in a hurry. Don't you worry.
okay. How if I put the poison on arrows? How long does it last, Ben?
It'll be usable for up to an hour.
Okay, can I do that?
Yeah.
But
yeah,
one
you
of
could
the
treat,
things.
up to 11 of your arrows.
Is
Cool.
that one pouch?
That's both.
That's using both.
Yeah.
So then don't treat all 11 arrows.
No, I was gonna do I'll do 5? 4?
Okay.
11's not an even number, Ben.
I know. They tried to use theirs, so
4. I'll treat 4
Yeah.
arrows, use 1
Yeah.
package of the things, and I'm gonna stealth.
Ben's over here like, I'll get even with you.
And I have
How dare
advantage.
you take sleep potion.
22, and deception checks to see me are at disadvantage because the cloak of elven kind.
okay. So Navari, you creep up this staircase very slowly, very silently, and you just kind of creep over the edge into a fairly large chamber that has 2 exits. One is on the eastern side, and the other is on the southern side. You're coming at it from what would effectively be the north. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you can see a lot of engravings on the walls here. This chamber has the way to the south is enormous, right? So that would have been the direction that probably like towards where the giants would come and go.
Mm-hmm.
And you see all these very strange engravings on the walls. Most of it seems to be some kind of language, but you can't read it. Milling about the room, standing at perfect attention, you see 4 skeletons. The 4 skeletons are familiar to you. They are of the undead that Karnath would have used during the war. So they're well armored. Each one is holding twin swords. There's 2 men also in the room. They seem to be just talking amongst themselves. You're not close enough to quite make out the conversation, but the harshness of the consonant sounds, is what leads you to believe that they're from Karnath. That and the fact that they are wearing armor. They
I
have
was
the
gonna
half
say the
faceplate
half.
helmets, and are both carrying flails, the signature weapon of the Emerald Claw. It is obvious nobody has seen you creeping up,
Mm-hmm.
because nobody has reacted.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you like to do?
I would like to go back and tell Randall all that information.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Oh, I have to roll another stealth, or and it's yours is or perception at disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Natural 20, so 30. That was without the advantage.
Navari's just like, yeah, I got this. Leaps down the stairs with a flawless and silent landing.
Randall's like, what? Oh, I'm sorry.
I like to think I'm like, man, that looks so cool if people saw me. And hope to Randall. I don't even know if Randall sees me.
What? Jesus, lass.
So
Stop that. You know better.
I'm sorry.
You could die that way.
So there's 4 skeletons in that room and 2 Carnathian soldiers. And their
Alright.
skeletons are wearing the full plate twin swords. So they're pretty heavily armored, along with the normal Carnathian soldiers with the flails and whatnot.
I mean, we could try and put the soldiers to sleep, maybe.
Yeah, we'd still have to deal with the skeletons.
Well, depends on if they receive an order before those guys go to sleep.
Navari, go ahead and roll like a history check.
Man,
see
I
if you
wish I had
remember
that
something.
natural 20 now.
Oh, you definitely wish you had that natural 20 right now.
Nope. It was single digits.
Okay.
It's not a 1,
So-
but I'm assuming
One of
not.
one of the things
Oh.
you remember specifically about these skeletons is that they're just merciless, and it is possible that they have certain orders that are programmed already.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not sure if just putting those guys to sleep would just make them inert.
So,
If they already have like a command of some sort.
so I don't think putting them to sleep will work, Randall. Sometimes they're just given orders, like, beforehand. And I'm assuming, like, their thing is protect and make sure no one gets by. Or something. So I'm not too sure.
Well,
When in doubt, we can disguise ourselves?
yes, puppy. He's right here. Come on. Oh, he's looking for food because I just gave him a treat.
Handle.
I think. I mean, it's worth a shot one way or the other. needless to say, if necessary, I can deal with the skeletons pretty easily, but
I can stay stealthing just because you're not the best at stealth. We can, like, I have the Scarf of Disguise Self you can borrow again.
yeah, how long does that take to attune to?
I think it requires attunement. You've loaned it, I've let you borrow it before, and Phelan
I
too.
mean, if you'd like. I don't know how I feel about, I mean, I guess getting the jump on Karnathi undead scum is alright with me, I guess.
I was gonna say. I dig through my bag and pulled out the scarf. Give it to Randall.
I throw it on, and I also take the battle axe off, or the great axe, and I slide that into the bag of holding, and I pull out the maul, and I have them all on my back now.
Okay.
And you can.
I've already started crafting something onto that axe that might mark me as somebody.
Yeah. It'd be very suspicious.
But with Disguise Self, can you
we
disguise
don't
the weapon
recognize
as well?
you, and we definitely don't recognize that weapon.
With Disguise Self, can you disguise the weapon as self too? No.
I'm gonna say
could,
no.
Okay.
I mean, it could. It would disguise everything that's on you, but
Do you want
technically,
any of the sleep powder?
nah. I've got my sleep powder right here, lass.
So I got.
Go to sleep. Shh, go to sleep. It's okay. It'll be fine in the morning, maybe.
And I can stealth too.
Would you like to stealth into the room, get yourself all squirreled away in some spot, and I'll come up after?
Yeah, unless I get caught. We'll see what happens first.
Yeah, well, like I said. So I will disguise, I'll put on the scarf, and I'll disguise myself to look like just a plain looking dwarf, probably brown hair, a scar over one eye, slightly blackened teeth, and then I'm gonna have like similar garb to what her daughter Cassandra's group has been wearing. So like
Okay.
leather and whatever.
Yeah.
Or in my case, I'll do like chainmail.
Okay.
So that the sounds kind of match, because I'm going to be clinking along.
Yeah.
So I'll do like a basic chainmail, but I'll make myself look gritty and weathered, and probably one of the most capable fighters that her group actually has.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also going to salt and pepper the brown hair.
Oh, you can
And
be
have,
like,
a fire
yo,
truck going on with a pony
someone's
knot.
like going after the little thingy. No, you
Wait,
make
what?
it up. You could try and lure them out by. Oh, but then they might see our ship.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on luring him out. I don't want to backtrack for this.
Yeah.
So, I'll wait for her to get ahead of me and disappear, and I'll wait
Yeah.
like 30 seconds
Sure.
before I make my entrance.
Okay.
And I will not be quiet about it. I'm also going to make myself like out of breath, so I'm a little winded.
Yeah.
23 by the way for stealth.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
So once she's gone and it's been about 30 seconds, I come up the stairs. I'm like, "Oi, what the hell? You guys left me at the freaking city? You know how far that was? I'm with Cassandra's group.
Oh!
Oh my god, this has been bloody awful. Dude, I nearly got away from that giant looking mofo out there. He was just sitting in the river. What the hell did you do to him? I already spoke to my lads out by your boat. What? Oi, where's Cassandra? I need to speak with her. She's me boss.
I'm writing an arrow with the sleep powder.
So the one, like, he's, really puzzled, like,
Mm-hmm.
she's to the eastern door, through the smaller door. Her and,
Always
that
leaving me
wizard
behind.
are trying to translate some of the runes.
Jesus.
We're
know,
just
they're always
supposed to
leaving.
watch for any more stragglers and potential
Well, they leave
trouble.
me. Well, they leave me behind all the time, friend. Here's the problem. I like my drink a little too much, if you know what I'm saying. And I tend to get a little drunk in the bars.
Oh, yes, we
I
do
may,
understand what you're saying. Yes, that is something Bragg here and I can attest to. That is certainly true.
right, and it just so happens that they like to leave me. And no offense to them. I mean, they're a great group, but the pay's been pretty decent considering the skill level. I'm sure you've noticed is a little under par.
Yeah. Well, remember when we, fought for the glory of Karna? Occasionally we'd get raw recruits. Just took a few weeks to get them bent into shape. Gotta
I'm
make
still
them
working
work
on
for
ours.
their meals. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I'm still working on ours, if you know what I'm saying. they're a little green under the color.
I can
And
tell.
Randall pulls out his flask and starts drinking from it, just to add to the thing. Well, not that chatting with you lads is great. Oh yeah, by all means.
Hands it to his partner.
Which doesn't empty. Okay, we're good. If I had rolled over a 50, I was gonna lose my shit. These guys for sharing my drink. And I take the flask back. I take another swig and I put it back in my leather pouch or whatever, my chain shirt. And I go, well,
Warms the heart.
oh, it does a lot more than that. It'll put lead in your pencil if you're of the right stock. Anyway, I need to catch up with Cassandra. So you said the western door, right?
Oh no, east.
Eastern door. Sorry. And I just start making my way that way.
Okay.
There's
And
something
hopefully
that way too.
Navari following somewhere off in the
I was slowly starting to go that way when I heard east. Probably.
All right.
Like Cassandra to the east.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll your stealth check for that too, Navari. They're very distracted, so.
And they have disadvantage.
Good for distracting, whether it's in his armor.
Yep.
Or
28.
Okay.
so. Okay. Go be free. So
Hi,
antsy.
puppy.
My dog, no!
You'll have to go catch him now. Good luck. He's in the wild.
But so you guys find yourselves going up a stairwell that is completely unadorned, and it has no sconces or anything for light, and it spirals up, and it goes to essentially a chamber that is directly above where you just were. So it's a bit smaller because as the structure goes up, it goes into more of a point. And the chamber that it opens up into is just truly a massive sight to behold. It's another 30-foot ceiling. You could see where it actually is open to the air.
All right.
So there is natural light in here, and there are a few people milling about. None of them are dressed in the standard Emerald Claw regalia. There is a man and a woman on the far wall, and they seem to have this kind of ring of sorts that they're looking through. One of them is peering through it. The other seems to be taking notes and drawing sketches. The one looking through it, he appears to be a human. You don't see any physical features that would make them more distinct or anything. They're wearing regalia, clothing that would be fashionable and comfortable in the nation of in the city of Sharn. So there's somebody who's probably a freelance mage or explorer from there, while the other is wearing tall boots, well weathered, carries a slender blade at her waist. She's wearing a black leather vest with studs. She's definitely a tiefling with a reddish skin. Her horns are pretty curled. She looks fairly young. All of her gear looks very like newish, like it hasn't seen the weathering and the tearing that some of the other people you've met, and the other two seem to be just kind of, they seem bored, as if they're just not sure what to do. This is something. It's just like there's just a moment. There's not a project for them. They don't have anything to do, so they're not really paying much attention until Randall, you step in with a few heavy footsteps.
And none of them look like they're wearing the Karnath regalia.
No, nobody is wearing Emerald Claw regalia in this room.
Hey lads, how's it going?
Hey! What are you doing here? And who are you?
I'm with Cassandra there.
No, we don't know you. And Cassandra and the mage both turn around and gesture as if to prepare spells.
I move my
Now
way
hold
toward,
your horses.
and I sneak my way around toward the back of Cassandra and the mage.
Yes.
I was
But
gonna say
you're-
it's
Due to the nature of the room, you're gonna have to roll with disadvantage, and it's going to be very difficult to not be seen.
Oh, never mind then.
so flat roll.
Just a flat roll, but it'll be difficult to be.
Well, I mean, how well lit is this room? Because you said it's huge, right? It's like this massive space.
Yeah, so it'd be, it wouldn't be comfortable to read. We'll go with that.
Okay. And everybody, including the daughter, are either human or tiefling, correct?
Mm-hmm.
By appearance?
Yes.
Which means they can't see in the dark very well.
No.
Except for Cassandra.
Cassandra shouldn't be able to see in the dark.
Dark vision.
Tieflings
Tieflings do
They
have dark
shouldn't.
vision.
Oh, I didn't think they did.
No, they do.
All right.
That's how I've been seeing.
All right. Learning something new about me tiefling companion. Touche.
That I've been seeing in the dark somehow.
I just wanted to make sure you're right. Yes, they have
Yeah.
dark vision.
I was thinking Dragonborn.
Yeah,
got tiefling
Dragonborn are the
brain.
ones who get
Shafted for dark vision, which is funny because dragons basically have true sight. All right. Well, you can try. I mean, it'd be very advantageous if you could, slip in and put a rapier and dagger to the wizard in your daughter's throat and be like, now why can't we all be friends? I'm just saying.
I wanted to be stupid, but and just
Well, that would have been fun too.
my stupid thing was like when they were doing this stuff, like just like peering
What?
over the shoulder and be like, I think you did that wrong, but
So, well, God, I've already forgotten their names out front, and I don't think I bothered to write them down this time.
they were too long that I didn't write them down because I didn't know how to spell them.
Oh, nope, that's Henry.
I have Argos the Giant though.
Yeah.
I know one started with a D, I think. It was a long word.
Ben's not gonna tell me, so. Nope, and I can't remember.
Okay, that's fine.
I was gonna use their names as a point of reference for this
Oh,
to give
yeah,
me
just
some more
put it in, yeah.
viability. Normally, I'm really good about my notes, but I haven't been the last couple of
I
sessions.
I didn't know how to spell their
Um,
names, or I would have written it down.
It's all
So
good.
Navari, what are you
So
what's
what are
your
you
plan?
doing while I'm talking?
Mm-hmm.
So everyone's staring at Randall. Where am I compared to Randall?
I would see you still in the shadows of the stairwell.
If I know she's still back behind me, I would move into the room and kind of move a little bit away from it to pull their focus to me.
Okay.
and be like, now, come on, guys. There's no reason for this level of hostility. I wanted to join your band, let's be honest. And Cassandra, you're a really hard lady to find sometimes. I don't know where you get it from, but you're definitely a difficult person to get in touch with.
And that's when I...
So...
Oh.
So as you, move over, the mage gestures and lets out a command word. Randall, you need to make a wisdom saving throw. Navari, go ahead and roll your stealth check, please.
Is it just a straight stealth check, or?
Yeah.
22, and they have disadvantage because the cloak.
God.
I don't have it.
You're the one that let me buy
I
that.
guess it's not combat, right? Oh, that's unfortunate for him. 22.
Oh!
I almost rolled as high as I could possibly
you
roll.
both got 22. That's amazing.
Winning.
So for a brief second, you feel like your body tense up as if it's about to succumb to paralysis, but you just immediately shake it off as if nothing happened. And Navari, you're able to creep in and duck behind one of these structural pillars without being seen, while everybody's attention seems to be on Randall.
And I'm sitting there and I'm like, that was rude. I just want to talk to Cassandra. There is no reason for that magic business up in here. I could have come in here and laid waste to your entire group. That is not the point. The point is, I wanted to talk and possibly join you. I hear there's good pay in it. But if you're going to be rude like that, I might need to slap you, mister, around a bit. And I point directly at the wizard.
I'm gonna make
She
my
says,
way
"Hey."
behind.
She, puts her hand on his chest. So normally, I would say your story is quite plausible, Master Dwarf, but seeing as that we are on kind of a secret mission, I'm highly suspicious as to how you found us. Because we were warned that we could be being followed by enemies who wish to turn over the artifacts we're searching for to a nefarious and insane person.
Oh, you mean like the person you're working for currently that's paying you for this job?
No, I mean...
And I drop the illusion. I drop the illusion. I drop the illusion, and I'm in full silver flame garb, and I immediately activate my holy aura to make myself look like just godsend. And
Celestial dwarf.
And I got my hammer just resting on my shoulder, and I go, now look, trust me when I say that I know more about you, Cassandra, than I know about a lot of people in this room that you seem to have gathered. And the two lads that you left out at the boat, I mean, come on, really? What are you even teaching these guys? They gave up without even shooting a single shot at me. I climbed right up the ladder and talked to them and sent them out to my boat. Now, I work for the Holy Order of the Silver Flame, or at least I used to. Now I just work with your mother. Now would be a good time, by the way, to reveal yourself.
I like to think I'm already behind them at this point.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Just like tap.
I mean, I've literally got their focus so hard that they've been at super disadvantage trying to find them.
Tap the wizard on the shoulder.
Yeah, you mind smacking that one upside the head, lass? That man was mean.
Aw. Rude.
That's a no. Got it.
So
We're still working on our
He still has a
communication.
very defensive posture about him, as he has his hands ready to cast potentially another spell. And at this point, Cassandra draws her rapier, and her men do the same, pointing their blades. They
Me?
point their blades at Randall, and she spins around to point her blade at Navari. And timidly, looks, and she's like, "You have a lot of nerve showing up here."
I'm looking for you.
Yes, since you left us, I made my own way in the world.
I mean, yeah, apparently. Meet a mercenary group. Need to work on training, though.
Hashtag training's important.
It is.
Or perhaps you should be the ones worried, because perhaps 2 of my better men now have control of your ship.
Randall hears this and just starts laughing uncontrollably. Like, lass, I mean, come on, even failing, and I don't give him much credit, is better than the 2 men that I just sent to my own ship. Yeah, you're funny. You trained her well. This Cassandra chick, she's got some jokes. Randall immediately holsters his hammer and takes out his flask and takes a swig. That was good.
Even so, this is my mission, and I intend to finish it as we've been directed.
Why are you working for Krieg? You know he's like the bad guy. Like since the war. The war that I got drafted into. Fought him.
You know about
He tortured me a lot.
The knight who hired us.
Randall's on his he's on his booty just laughing. He's got a big old belly laugh, like he just fell over laughing at the comment of he's a knight.
Yeah, he's not a knight, Cassandra.
He has been knighted.
By who?
By one of the 5 nations. Yes, he is a knight. His order seeks to stop the dragon-marked houses from destroying this world and starting another war by keeping possession of these artifacts, these schema, out of their hands, by getting to them first.
He's going
From what I understand, you have been hired by House Cannith to recover these items for them.
I feel like Cassandra, you are being
Am
lied.
I wrong? Aren't
Yes.
you trying to recover these for House Cannith?
You're half wrong.
I was gonna say, you only have half the truth, Cassandra.
Man, Garrick's really good at spinning a yarn, isn't he? Almost as good as me.
We're the ones trying to prevent a war from happening. They wish to use it to start another one.
By the way, did you know that Karnath has disavowed everything that Krieg is doing? Worth mentioning.
Oh yeah, he got disowned by Karnath, the people he was working for.
As Randall starts to stand back up from his belly laugh on the floor.
Navari, go ahead and roll a persuasion check to see if she believes you.
Gonna have to fight my own daughter, aren't I?
Is that any way to treat your own mother?
15.
Listen, the lies and propaganda that you've been filled with are complete rubbish. I know you fought on the Karnathi border. Of course you'd have prejudices against him. But however, it doesn't matter, because he is trying to stop the dragon-marked House Cannith from having possession of near unlimited power, from what I understand. Have you seen these runes and stuff? Have you read this?
No, I just got here.
That's valid. Very valid. Also, at this point, I don't trust anybody with this much power, and I planned on destroying it myself.
I was gonna say, new plan. Why not just capture and destroy them so no one can use them?
I mean, if we even destroy one of them, it's unlikely they'll ever finish the puzzle. I don't really care if we bring it back because they already lost the one that we did recover for them. So at this point, I'm happy just destroying whatever we find.
Yeah, I don't need to work with them.
Also, as far as I'm concerned, Krieg needs to die. That man is a monster. Did you see the undead down there? You were working with undead.
Relics, soldiers, have you seen the Warforged? Do you know what they did to my father?
Do you know that Krieg's working with the Warforged?
Yeah, he's working with the Lord Blades,
Lord of
whatever.
Blades. And apparently that's a big bad man with the Warforged.
I've been attacked
Apparently,
by
I would-
like 5 Warforged in the past month.
Actually, when I
Yes,
first met
because
you, I
they
got
are-
attacked by those.
Absolutely despicable people. They are soulless machines. Karnath simply recycled the bodies of its greatest patriots to defend its borders from these.
Obviously, you're not a religious lass.
No.
Because I don't believe in... Your fire, when it goes out, goes to the flame itself and makes it grow and lives on in eternity within the Holy Order of the Silver Flame. The goddess sees to that. And any form of undeath is unholy in its truest form. You talk about soulless beings. Talk about those skeletons downstairs wearing the rags of their former nation.
Yes, and their bodies are now tools.
And what do you
Tools
think
that
the
are being
Warforged
used to
are?
stop.
Again, your boys outside had suggested that you and your friends, as well as Krieg and apparently a Warforged, made his way in here.
Yes, there is one working with us. It does not mean I
And-
trust it. Nor do I prove that Krieg hired him, but I trust his judgment.
Well, that's your first mistake.
So,
We really need to... You've been drinking the Kool-Aid a little too long, lass.
so
I look to Navari and make eye contact and go, well, what do you want to do, lass?
I turned to the 2 people who looked really bored. You're getting paid 5 gold pieces a day, yes?
Perhaps.
Do you want to make 5 platinum?
Roll a persuasion check.
I like where your mind's at, lass.
21?
Five platinum, you say?
Yes.
Is that each of us?
Yes.
They turn their blades to Cassandra and the mage.
Don't kill them, though.
Really, just you don't even have to fight. Just
Yeah.
sit over here and just watch how pros do it.
Okay. The family, do we get paid now?
You'll
You'll get paid
we're done.
after.
I promise.
I'll give you 1 platinum now and the rest after. It's still 10, which is more than, or worth
That's
10 gold
double what they were
pieces.
making for the job.
Yep, that's pretty good.
And we're not even asking you to fight. You're literally gonna go sit on your booties over here against a wall and watch
I was
what
gonna
happens.
say, it's either that or
Family drama
you.
is kind of interesting, so I
Yeah.
mean,
It's either that or you fight 2 war veterans. What could go wrong?
we outnumber you. We have a wizard.
You wanna know
I
how
heard
many
that
times.
before.
We heard that before when we were attacked on our battleship. Like, or
I've also
not
heard-
battleship,
I
airship.
remember it at the bar when the Warforged was attacking us, and he had goons with him as well. And we outnumber you, and it's like, and we captured one with a net. We beat the crud out of that Warforged, and we crippled the other one. I don't even think he'll walk straight after that fight. And that was months ago. Imagine what we've learned since. Anyway, Cassandra.
Knowing is half the battle.
Cassandra, are we doing this now? And Randall pulls his hammer off and he's like, don't worry, I make sure it won't hurt too much. Since it seems like talking ain't getting us anywhere anymore.
I would prefer not to fight Cassandra.
Out of curiosity, just a quick question. How much is Krieg even paying you for this job?
And she takes her sword, slams it into the sheath.
I mean, she's paying him. They were paying them 5 gold pieces.
Again, we don't want any trouble. And quite frankly,
I know how to settle this.
oh, this will be good.
We go down below. We talk to Sir Garrick.
Yo, I don't say yo because that's not Navari's character. He'll kill me on sight, Cassandra. I believe
there is
he's
no
called
talking to that
me.
man.
I believe he's called me that meddling woman. Like,
And
let's
I'm
come.
pretty sure that I'm pretty high on his to kill list here. I don't know if you know this, but Karnath and the Silver Flame, we don't really get along. And while he may not be a part of the Karnathian army anymore, and he may have been disowned, he's still a little crazy and thinks he is. And he's tried to kill me at least twice.
I take you to where he is, and we talk to him.
And what happens when he just tries to kill us on sight?
He won't do that. He'll at least hear us out.
No.
If nothing else, you'll be arrested.
No.
Arrested?
What if he tries to kill us on sight? I want your answer to that question. Because if you guys are going to side with him, I'd rather deal with you now before I have to deal with a whole bunch of other people. It's much easier to knock you out and tie up your friends and pay them their money and leave you here unconscious.
They're gonna stay here.
Well, of course, we're paying them. The wizard I still want to slap, by the way. Just saying.
He will stay here as well.
Now, if Garrett Krieg tries to attack us on sight,
I shall throw myself in front of his hammer.
I'd much prefer just to hear
Oh.
that you try to help us.
I would prefer if you didn't do that. Like, I don't know if you know this, but I spent like 5 years trying to find you. It's been a long time.
I also found your father. That would have been a great one.
Oh,
last
yeah,
in the same.
I'm sorry.
Dad's
I did.
actually here, by the way, miss.
Why did you bring him with?
I didn't
What
have
is wrong with
a
you?
choice! I didn't
can
have
barely walk.
a choice!
That's why I'm trying to raise money, is so I
He's got a leg
go
now.
properly. Yeah, I've seen it.
I know.
It weighs almost as much as I do.
Hey, I told him to stay too, but he was too insistent. And if you need
Goodness.
money,
I know he's insistent. He's
You know-
oh my goodness, that man.
You, by the way, just as a outsider looking in, you all got a lot of problems that you might need to be working on. Maybe some group therapy or something. I don't know.
You stay out of
it's.
this.
I
Right,
say that
okay, well,
as she
I
says
go and sit
that.
next to the lads and I go, "Hey guys, how's it going?" And then I start drinking.
Like,
You want? Yeah.
yeah. Like so. Yeah. Up
Need-
this jungle.
This jungle.
I mean, it's pretty humid, right? Am I right?
Oh yeah. Oof.
Cassandra,
You're telling me, look at this armor.
Cassandra, how much are you getting paid?
That doesn't matter. Enough that I can at least get him healed properly.
How much does
Again,
that cost?
by
Because
those
we have.
greedy crooks of the dragon-marked House Jarasco.
I have money. If
How
that's
was I
the
supposed
problem.
to know that?
I'm telling you now.
I'm trying to play a rational teenager.
I know, and I'm just trying to.
Randall's over here going like, "This is a good show, eh, lads? I'm having a good time. I wish I had some popcorn. I hear it's delicious."
Cassandra, I have money if you need it. Literally, I just paid your own people to sit in a corner.
Fine, but that still doesn't change the fact that if you get a hold of these schemas, you're taking them back to House
No.
Kenneth.
No,
Oh,
we
no.
don't have to.
Oh yeah, please handle this, lass. I really am done. It's been a lot of work.
We can destroy the schemas and nobody can have them.
I second that. I'd actually like to destroy them because
Literally-
it's much better if no one has them.
Literally, I've seen everyone. Everyone has apparently the worst, like, security ever. Like,
Not
you wouldn't
wrong.
believe.
So,
this.
I'm gonna ask, Navarre, I'm gonna give you advantage on this one. Go and roll a persuasion check. This is gonna kind of like in the argument of destroying the schemas.
In the argument of destroying the schemas. 25. Sorry, I'm using roll 20 because I'm
That's okay.
lazy.
You do have a really, really good point.
Like, if
so
we
go
even...
talk to Garrick and we destroy them.
Why are we talking to Garrick?
Because
How
he
about
did the
this?
other 3, and he's looking for the 4th one now.
Is it only 4 to complete the mission?
The 4, from what I understand, yes.
Where's this
Of course,
last
then
one?
there's
We can get the last one and destroy the
placing them,
last
see,
one.
If you look, you can kind of see it here. Is like you place them into this thing.
Oh, is it
and
here?
Awaken something. Yes.
I'm gonna go over to where she's pointing and gesturing. I want to look,
Okay.
and I'm gonna use, if I have to, my stone cunning to try and understand what's going on here, and if this is something like it's gonna awaken like a freaking titan.
Okay.
Essentially, because that's my fear right now, is that we're in a giant place, and this thing's gonna wake up a titan. So let's see. Stone cunning, I believe, just gives me advantage. Oh,
Double
no.
proficiency.
Double your proficiency bonus instead of the normal. Okay, and that's in history. So I'm kind of looking at them to try and unearth the nature behind them. That would be plus 6, 24 in history, because that's the only thing I got to try and learn what I might, or maybe I read it somewhere in an abstract book about these schemas or something back in my times at the Templar.
Back in my day.
Back in my day, I swear to God, these youngins are giving me a run for my money. My joints are not what they used to be, and the cold weather outside is really hurting.
I'm getting too old for this job, I'll tell you what.
I have seen some things, and I've been some places, and I don't recommend either of those.
So, like,
Here's that.
you're looking at this stuff, right?
Yeah.
And you can infer from the carvings that some kind of, like, machine or, intelligence will wake up when those are put into place.
Based on what
And that, then you see further down that it is like a very primitive version of a warforged, carved into the wall, like it's like chunkier, like blockier. It's like today that they're like more more human, sloped shoulders. They have better joints. Like it's a very like thick, 3 fingers only.
It's the thick Warforged.
Heavy feet. Like a
Lord of Blades looking SOB.
Yeah.
Lord of Blades.
Out of curiosity, as I look at the structure that the schemas need to go into, does it look like something I could break?
From the drawings, I guess it would just depend on what it's made of, but they don't indicate what it's made of.
Well, thankfully, as I take my hammer and I put it back into my bag of holding, and I pull out my axe again, and I go, well, luckily I got this magic blade. Yeah, what's up?
If you're planning on whacking that, I don't know where everyone else is, but people might hear it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Am I supposed to be quiet about this?
Well, I didn't know. We only need to destroy one schema. They're still looking for one schema. Get the
Is
schema
Cassandra
before.
saying anything in all of this?
At this point, she's just kind of like, okay.
Like, we're convincing her that we're gonna break it. I'm like, I'm just gonna break the thing that they're gonna put them in.
I mean, like, we could always just get the one schema he's looking for and destroy it.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. I also look at it to see, does it look like there's a fail point that I might be able to take advantage of in it?
From the drawing, there's just not enough information. Like, these aren't like explicit instructions. It's just more
it's just
like
loose. It's almost like pictograms
of of what this place was.
Okay, so it's kind of like playing Pictionary with the wall, and I'm trying to figure out what I could destroy that might help.
Yeah.
Okay, I look back to the lesson. I go, "You're right." So I'm down to find the schema and just destroy the damn thing, and then we can talk to Krieg, because if the other one's broken, and then he has no say whether we destroyed it or not.
What's the wizard
And
doing?
you see this blade right here? This fine blade here, nice and magic. Guess what? Cuts right through other magic things, especially with me strength behind it. And I slide it back onto my back and I go, so it's up to you guys. I'm gonna let you and the family drama kind of play itself out, but that's my take on it. I just much rather, if you want to have a talk with Krieg, that's fine, but I'd rather destroy the schema first, and then we can go talk to Krieg about destroying the other three. Because something tells me if we break the fourth one, you can't really do anything about it anyway, and no one gets the power.
He'll try and kill us either way, probably, because that last time he came for the schemas and tried to kill us.
Cassandra doesn't believe that, though.
Yeah.
And I get it, lass. He's a very charming individual. He's got a lot going for him when it comes to that kind of stuff. He convinced me to duel him straight out, and I almost lost my life doing it. The point is that I understand. We're not going to sway you from what Krieg is. That's fine. We have our beliefs, you have yours. What I'm talking about is just destroying the thing that is causing mass mayhem and pandemics and whatever, and war, whatever. If we can destroy that, I don't give two hoots what you do after that. If you want to go talk to Krieg, we can go talk to Krieg. Just know that you're probably, if you're siding with us, if he just attacks us outright, just know that's where that's going, because we're gonna have to kill him if we go and meet him.
If we destroy the schema, he was probably gonna just kill us outright too. Like you say, he's charming, but
I don't think he will. I mean, like this is. I wish I had thought of this sooner, which was just race here, destroy it, and put an end to all of this.
So, like I said, we're willing to work with you to destroy the thing. So if you know where it is, we'll go destroy it. Then we'll go talk to Krieg. Right. And if our belief is right, you're going to see it. If your belief is right, then maybe we'll be arrested.
Okay. Who's going to arrest us, by the way? We're in the middle of nowhere. On a jungle.
They would try and handcuff us and drag us back.
Yeah, I was going to say Krieg, his goons, and all those undead he has with him.
Oh, yeah, because, like...
I also I whisper the command word, because I'd lowered the emanation for my holy armor.
Yeah.
And I whispered it again, and it comes back even bigger, and I'm like... I mean, his undead could try and touch me, but they're probably gonna hurt themselves. I'm just saying. That's and then I speak the command word and watch it fade away.
How many people does he have down there, Cassandra?
How many did the Dark Elves take with them?
Well, at least a half dozen of those undead.
Because what you could be doing is walking into a death wish.
Like I said, he's going to go along with this. I mean, I just wish we had thought of it sooner.
So,
again,
Cassandra, here's the thing, and why it's hard for me to believe that, is because he literally tortured me.
Navari, you're not gonna get through.
I was explaining my point of view, okay?
No, I know. We went through this. We're doing a full circle now.
Yeah, you gotta finish it sometimes.
Yeah, let's just destroy the schema. We'll go with that first.
Okay.
If we can destroy the schema, we'll move from there. Let's tackle this one problem at a time, shall we?
Okay.
Plus, if we're far enough in, maybe the schema and destroying it won't alert anybody else to our shenanigans further in.
Well, if he's looking for it, he's probably already there.
Well, not if he's having them decipher the script to figure out where it is, which I'm assuming you guys must be close.
I thought they were figuring out how to activate it. Sandra, what were you doing?
We were just researching at this point.
So he already knows where the last one...
For any clues, well, we have a vague idea. It's somewhere below.
We're gonna have to run into Krieg one way or the other, is what I'm hearing.
So
well,
On that note, I want to pause because I'm going to set up a map.
Okay, I'm gonna
Okay.
use the restroom then.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. So if we want to just pause the stream, we'll be back in 10 minutes, guys.
I have my break thing. Oh wait,
Yeah.
no. There, I changed it to the better. Oh wait, no, that's my actual one. That says
Oh,
my
that's fine.
follows for Maximilian 15. Oh shoot. Here, let me just do this basic gaming one. Mute everything. Doesn't have the. Do you have sound playing?
No, it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. I didn't want it to be
Because
just
this
a
is going to
black
just
thing.
help me more than any.
Okay, we're back.
Oh, they got all my hair adjusting too. Nice.
It's beautiful.
It's also good to hear my echo.
I was gonna say I have it muted, so that's on your end.
No. Like my mic echoing, like how you're hearing it, is how it's coming through on the stream.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was referring to. So it's good to know. Hopefully, once I get everything back up, it'll be fine.
What's up, Ben?
Back to you, Ben.
Everything okay?
Yes,
Yeah,
we
no,
were
no,
just
no, sorry.
discussing.
My echoing is just the room. I don't have enough stuff on the room in the room. Like, you know how you have all your posters, your shelving, and all that other stuff. All that stuff breaks up your sound. So when it reverberates, it breaks up. It doesn't hit the mic. Mine, it bounces off of my walls and stuff. And my wall right here, which I wasn't next to before, is now.
Yeah, I
close.
understand. Okay, I got you now. All right. So you guys have decided to go down
For the schema.
We've
But we
gone down
haven't-
the rabbit hole.
But we haven't
The
gone
schema is-
yet.
likely. Okay, to destroy it.
Like, that was the plan. Basically, we're going to go down there, but now we're learning that Krieg is already down there and probably working to make it all fit together so that he can resurrect whatever the hell that Warforged thingy is upstairs.
Hmm.
So that I'm sorry, lass. Ignore my words, and I'm speaking to Cassandra when I say this, because I call everybody lass.
I was gonna say, which
But-
class you talking about?
And I looked at Cassandra. Ignore me, but the crazy man's about to unleash Armageddon and try and start another war. If he is already down there dealing with the schemas, if he's not, then we have a chance, and you will see how crazy he is. If he is, then we've got a fight in front of us.
So you say.
What's the wizard doing, by the way?
Yeah, go for it.
What's the wizard doing?
Same thing as the other two, just like I'm
Okay.
out.
Okay.
How strong was the spell that it felt like he used on me?
Hold person, so second level.
Okay, so
Told
you're
you.
right. It was a whole. We were discussing that when you had your headphones
Oh, okay.
off.
Yeah.
We were trying to figure out what he maybe used on me.
What he tried? Yeah, he tried a hold person.
Gotcha. I thought it was just a command word.
I'm like, I
Instead
think it
of
was
whole
whole person.
Got it. Oh well. Last after you, and I gestured to Cassandra.
Should we, like... Cassandra's probably fine.
I disguise myself and I look to her and I say, I go back to the same disguise you saw me in before. And you're welcome to interpret how you will. I don't want him to recognize me in my silver flame garb because he'll attack me outright. If you'd like to tell him that we are believers in House Kanath, you can see how he'll react. And I make myself look like that guy that they saw originally.
Okay.
And I'm going to, with my legacy, also use disguise self. And I'll make myself look half elf.
Okay.
Half elf.
So exactly the same garb, just a half
No,
elf?
no, different garb. I was getting there.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I was gonna do like simple garb and stuff, like the recruits, in a way, or simpler.
So like the recruits for Cassandra.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
So we're gonna.
And like brown hair.
We're flying. We're flying. It's dark. I can't see.
Where's our dark vision?
All right. Let me.
Your wire.
adjust
There's a
everything.
wire in the way.
Yeah. Okay, just a second here. Actually.
What kind of weapon does Cassandra have again?
A rapier.
So you guys come down the stairs. So there's Navari, there's Randall, and there's Cassandra.
I think Cassandra's supposed to be leading.
That's fair.
No one else from her group is coming.
No.
No, she said that they were leaving the wizard behind, and we paid off the other two. So
I
no one's
didn't.
following her.
I didn't give them the rest of the money yet.
No, but the fight's not done yet.
Yeah, but we'll
You
see if I
didn't
remember.
pay them?
I paid them the 1 gold in advance, or 1
The 10
gold,
gold
one
in advance,
one
yeah.
platinum in advance. Both each got
Okay.
1 platinum in advance.
Yeah.
I haven't
So
had
the-
time to give them the rest, and now we're down here, so we'll see if I remember to give them the rest.
Oh, Randall will make sure to remind you. Don't you worry that. And just to verify, Ben, she had asked what weapon. It's a rapier that her daughter's using, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's using literally the exact same style of weapon that her mommy uses. What a shock.
What?
I love that you guys did that almost in unison.
All right. So you guys get down. You go down this very. Sorry.
Whee!
So, another
Okay.
out of character
Whee!
question, or not out of character question then. Did I also
Okay.
teach her how to stealth, or just sword fighting?
Probably just a little bit of swordplay.
Okay.
I'm sure she's picked up some things along the way.
More than likely.
What?
All right. But you guys can see the map, okay?
Mm-hmm.
At least
Excellent.
that part.
Yep.
So you guys descend down into this.
Oh shoot!
torch-lit-
I forgot my
Area.
water bottle outside.
Shame, Ash.
Keep going, keep going.
You can't see me shaking my head because the
That's
camera.
okay. She can see me. Shame, lass. Shame.
Right? Right?
I mean, who doesn't have their water bottle right here, along with the proper amount of alcohol while playing a game of D&D for adults,
Oh, I know.
and just a little extra in case you run low.
Because you gotta reload.
Yeah, I've only reloaded 3 times today.
So you guys head down into this, the lowest level of the temple. You go back the way you came with Cassandra leading you. Nobody challenges you. Nobody stops you. But you go through different passages than you took before, and then you have to take the giant's stairwell. So I mean, you're like
Randall.
literally climbing down these 10
Oh, my
foot
legs.
steps. Yeah, so it's like you probably grab the ledge, drop down. Navari and Cassandra probably just leap down a little easier, and you get to this area
Randall
that-
shows off. Randall shows off his agile nature. Randall the agile. Face plant. Randall the agile. Face plant.
And I just
hero landing. That's really bad for your knees.
Can I can I try and help Randall?
If he lets you.
I got it. I'm fine. Just keep going. I'll catch up.
Just do the
I'm
thing
totally
of
showdown you guys right now. I'll catch up. Don't worry about me.
I was gonna say, just do the thing where it's like usually the dudes like offer the hand to help get off things.
Yeah, yeah.
Randall's sitting there like this, and you just see his little legs kicking, and then he lets go, and then rolls like 3 feet.
Just offer a hand.
Oh man.
Fine. I'm fine, Les. It's fine. It's fine. Just keep grumbling the whole way down. How many steps is it? Like 10?
Yeah.
Great.
It's
Randall
your
starts
lake day,
crying by
Randall.
Randall's crying by the 9th step. Just a little bit, like a single tear. He's having a Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2 moment.
I like to think we're me and Cassandra just like waiting at the bottom for Randall.
Oh, absolutely.
I said go! I'm fine!
We did go. We made it to the bottom.
No, I meant keep going. I'll catch up. Ow.
Well, it's too late. We're here.
And so you guys descend down the stairs into these semi-labyrinth area. It's kind of boggling. There's like conduits and cables, as if to harness some kind of power towards something. You can see like armor pieces and limbs, unfinished. Warforged parts, but they're giant size. They're for a creature that was probably a mechanical being that would have been 20 to 25 feet tall. And as you get a little bit further in, you get to an area where you can see a bridge was laid down, so that way people could keep going forward. And on the other side of that bridge, in your vicinity, you can see 4 skeletons in a sort of formation, avoiding the rubble, but set as if to protect or guard something.
Lass, Cassandra, what are the odds that they're gonna attack us as soon as we cross that bridge?
Well, I'm not sure what their orders were.
It's probably
go
don't
around?
let anyone cross that bridge. Let's be honest.
Can we go around? Is that an option? I see a tunnel off to our right here. Can we go around, please?
I suppose we can.
What's to the right? Okay. What is there?
Is that where you guys want to go?
Oh, I wanted to ask
Yeah,
what that way was.
I don't know. I haven't been down here. My
Oh,
instructions were to study and protect our mage up top in case those drow elves came back.
You mean the ones you guys slaughtered on your way in? That were only trying to protect the schema from getting into people's hands.
I think they were just trying to, like, live.
She just kind of goes silent, kind of realizing that you guys are probably right about Krieg.
Also,
He says he turned the skeletons and commanded them to clear the way.
Also, I hate to point this out, Cassandra, but don't these giant metal parts seem kind of suspicious?
Well, that is why I agreed to destroy the remaining components with you.
All right. Well, I'd really appreciate not having to fight these things, or at least if we're going to have to fight them at our leisure, and possibly going around.
Well, we don't
Something
even know.
tells me they-
Sorry, go ahead.
We don't, but I was just going to say, you're right, Lass, we don't know what's around, but something tells me they did this just to be a safety guide to stop or slow down people trying to get through.
Yeah, and that the other side's probably also dangerous.
Possibly.
Well, if it wasn't, and it was just another way around, they'd be protecting that way too. Or block it off. Trap something.
Apologies. I farted.
And
In the form of my phone.
there'd be like, there has to be like traps or something that way then. Dangerous for them not to protect it if it was just another way.
Do we want to just go through them?
Doesn't matter to me. I'm just saying there could be traps or something.
Well, our guide, and he looks to Cassandra, clearly doesn't know about this place because she hasn't been down here with Krieg, the wonderful knight. So I'm saying that we got to make a decision. Either we're going right and we're taking our chances with what's down this way that goes possibly around, or we're trying to go through the potentially horde of skeletons on the other side of this bridge with the command to probably kill anybody who comes through.
Do you think they'll keep walking off the bridge? And we remove
No, they're not completely. They're not mindless.
Do they just have swords?
Yeah, it appears that they just have swords.
If we remove the bridge and just fire things at them. Ah, we need your mage, Cassandra.
Does she say anything?
She says, well, he's, more of a passive mage. I'm not sure what his spells would do against such beings. He's undead. He was more, to help steer the boat and, just someone, he's more of a scholarly type. Taking notes, hoping to submit them to some university for further study.
Randomly trying to paralyze random dwarves who enter their chambers and...
To be fair, we didn't know who you were.
Was I acting aggressively?
No, but it never hurts to be cautious. Right, Mom?
I plead the fifth.
Smart choice, lass. Anyway.
Hey, Cassandra, what do you think we should do? You're the one with the least experience. It's a different point of view.
That was a backhanded compliment.
Yep. So what do you guys want to do?
I gave you your options, Ash. You pick.
I asked Cassandra what she thought.
And she's putting it back on you.
I don't remember hearing that in character.
This is your plan. I'm reluctantly agreeing to it.
This is your horse. I'm simply holding the tail.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is flip a coin.
High or low, Ash?
No, it's too late. I'm gonna flip a coin. Okay, Google. Flip a coin.
I just rolled the coin. That's why I told you high or low. High we go, low we go, or depending on what you get.
It's too late. We're going right.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
But looking for traps. Well, Cassandra hasn't been down here, so there's no point in her leading the way.
That's fair.
She was only leading the way because it got us past people.
Yeah.
To be Sir Garrett Krieg.
Okay.
I can stealth and look ahead.
I can do what I do best and just walk loudly through the hallways pretending to stealth.
Do you want
Oh, look at me sneaking, and you just like very much. Oh, yep, that's a 6.
I meant, do you want to wait here?
No, this is where my lack of budget comes in. And as you guys get deeper into this area, you see this 20-foot wood and stone and metal monstrosity. It is completely inert, and it's just kind of like hunched over in a standing position.
I'm waiting for you to put like a bookend on the table.
I was waiting for like a toothpick, like a thing made of toothpicks. Oh. Pepsi.
We're not sponsored by Pepsi. How dare you?
Wait,
Take the logo off. Take the logo off.
there we go.
Oh, Jesus.
But yeah, so that is where my lack of budget.
Okay. So what does it look like? It's a wooden, iron, and stone.
So it strongly resembles the carvings you saw up above. It has an incredibly strong resemblance to a modern warforged, but this seems like it'd almost be like, to call it a prototype would be the best description, except for the fact that this thing is
Way out of date.
way out of date. Exactly, and it's on an island that was inhabited by giants. And
How tall is this chamber?
this chamber is 30 feet tall.
So, second question. How deep was that pit that the bridge is over?
Oh, you didn't you can't see the bottom of it. It gets dark before.
We never went close enough to see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to estimate that, unfortunately.
Okay. My thought process is that thing might hate us. Skeletons might hate us, but what if we just lead the skeletons onto the bridge and cut the bridge?
So it's not a rope bridge. It's like
It's like a gangplank.
like somebody took some boards, made a bridge, and just had their undead servants carry it down here and lay it across.
So
It reminds
burn
me very
it.
much of a gangplank.
Like if
So-
you took a door off its hinges and laid it across a gap.
So burn it. Or push it.
Needless to say, there's nothing we do that's going to destroy that thing instantaneously, short of picking it up and pulling it across.
Yeah. They
And
could
then
let it
dropping it
fall.
in the hole. But then we still have to come past Captain Fantastic here. Something tells me they haven't activated him yet since he's still here. How tall is the hallway? Is the hallway equal to the room
Yes.
size?
Yeah.
Great. So it's built so that this thing can get out, and it's
Oh,
built
yeah.
because it's like a giant warforged.
Yep. Yeah, this thing could absolutely just walk out if it was awake.
So there's no safe spot for us to run if it was facing.
Activated. Yep.
Except
So-
what? So what if we, if it does activate? Do you think it'll attack the skeletons?
Something tells me, I don't know what Krieg thinks is going to happen here, but if he thinks he can control this thing, or if this thing is in fact the Lord of Blades, that has somehow inertly been acting out its will through magic means, either of those options is bad news for us. We need to move, and if he's not moving yet, we need to move past it. Something tells me he's not going to unwillingly just strike at things. They had to have gotten across here at some point. Yes, I saw the bridge. That does not mean that they did not come through here first.
Okay.
Or send undead soldiers in here to confirm that this thing was here.
Okay.
Randall starts walking
I
across
was
the
just
room.
about to say, Navari slowly walks across the room.
Randall walks first because he walks at a faster pace and he's just not scared.
Okay.
Well,
And he walks at a diagonal, basically from where he's at. Ben goes up three, straight across. Yep.
Okay.
He doesn't get particularly close to the Warforged, but he walks straight across.
Sure. And the others, Navarre, do you follow?
Yeah, I want to make sure, Cassandra doesn't get
Alright.
hit if it does activate.
All right, now, and I look back to the two. I know what her skill set is, and I point to Navari, but I don't know what yours is. But something tells me you're along the same lines as her. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Is that wrong?
I know how to use a sword, and I know a few tricks,
Are you good at being sneaky?
but I need to be, yes.
If you'd like, you two can sneak in. I'll wait at the corner, and I'll gesture to the corner right there. That's like 2 squares. Yeah, right
Yep.
there.
Yep.
I'll gesture to that corner and be like, I'll wait here. You two sneak down the corridor, get behind the skeletons, try and dispatch the skeletons quickly, or at least get a couple of hits in, and then I'll come charging in after, and we'll dispose of the rest. Does it sound like a plan?
Are you sure we can't try talking to him?
They're skeletons, lass. They're not
No. I mean, Krieg.
Did we see him?
We don't
No, not
see
yet.
him yet, Cassandra.
Unfortunately, Cassandra, as much as I would love to talk to Krieg, and I do mean that from the bottom of me heart, I'd love to talk to Krieg, because the man... Anyway, he's not there, but he left a command with those skeletons, and something tells me those skeletons aren't about to let anything pass. Now, I don't know if you had noticed me going down the stairs, but I'm known as Randall the Agile, and I'm not particularly agile for that reason. It was more of a way to make fun of me and my stout stature when I was going through my Templar Knight training. So we can dispatch the skeletons fairly quickly from behind without their knowledge of us, and I can charge in and help. Or we can try and sneak past, and you take the gamble that I'm going to be able to sneak past.
You know what
Those
I could?
are your options.
You know what I could do? I take off
By
my cloak and I offer it to Randall.
That is only a half measure, lass.
You could. You absolutely can.
That is a half measure.
It was a thought.
I mean, I could do it. I really could. But again, we're relying on sneak to get past these skeletons, and then knowing that they're gonna be behind us if we end up in a conflict with Krieg.
Can you disguise yourself to look like how many times this guy's self can work with that? Or
I mean, I don't know. Does it have a limitation?
I don't know, Ben, does
Not
it
that you
have a
know of.
limitation?
I could. Oh, I really don't want to make myself look like one of these Emerald Claw folks.
You know, we all
I
have
could make
we all have to do something we don't want to sometimes.
I make myself look like Sigur Krieg.
Okay.
The last image I had of him.
Yeah.
I
And
jokingly
I scowl.
I
the
jokingly
entire-
I jokingly say to Cassandra, look, he can talk to him now.
She just shakes her head, like face palms for a moment. Like, oh my god, are you serious right now? Like, you just told like the worst dad joke.
I gotta make up for
Randall shaking his head and scowling the entire time.
I gotta make up for the 5 years I've been gone.
And then he walks ahead of everybody and starts going around the corner to see how this is gonna go.
I rolled a with advantage. It's a good thing I have advantage with the cloak because I put that back on. Because the first roll was a natural 1, so an 11. But the second roll was a 29.
Oh, look, he's putting fancy things up there.
Oh, that's probably Krieg right there. You gotta turn the corner to Krieg. As Krieg.
As I turn the corner, if I see Krieg, I immediately shapeshift back into the other form.
Is Cassandra stealthing too?
Yes.
Just so you're aware, Ben, I immediately shapeshift back into the other form. If I see Krieg standing right there.
Let me see how she does. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's who it is. It's Krieg and a Warforged.
Does he look similar to the Warforged I, kneecapped and then killed?
Or one. Wait. No,
I've only seen one.
I think I've murdered. We've dispatched the ones every time, including the one that ran away and then came back. and
Yeah,
attempted
yeah,
to run away.
this
again.
this one is carrying a long blade, and then its other arm ends in a punching dagger. Like no hand, just a straight up
Dagger.
fist blade. Yep.
That's sick,
Frick.
yo.
So I'm just gonna start this. I'm gonna make this really easy. I'm gonna have everybody roll initiative now, so
Okay.
then I can have everybody act in turn order to track things a lot simpler. Okay.
Yeah, how's an 11 feeling?
What about you, Navari?
25.
Hold on, she has to add numbers. I just subtract one.
I was gonna say, it's like, I rolled an 18 plus 4, plus I had my charisma.
I just like that though. It's like, yeah, I have to add some numbers together. I just subtract one number.
It's like sneak attack. I'll be like trying to add up damage, and or like the other DM where I play a rogue is like, how much damage did you do? And I'm like, trying to count.
Just a moment.
Please hold. I got
All right.
math.
So Navari, you get to go first. What do you do?
What are they doing?
So you see them examining this strange, like the wall is very unique here. There's like, it appears to be like cables and stuff are running to this central portion where the missing pieces would fit into.
Mhm.
And he appears to be examining it. Like he's not quite sure how to hook everything up as he holds the pieces of the schema that he has in his hands. And the
Okay.
Warforged is there with him, also almost like they're studying it together. They haven't paid any mind that, because two of you stealthed in very quietly, and Randall has yet to announce himself.
You're muted, Wolf.
Randall is being very unrandallistic right now.
Are those pillars on the four
Yeah.
corners?
I'm just picturing Randall coming into every room in conflict we've ever been in. I have arrived. Oh wait.
It's somebody
I'm not
say
supposed to do
Draco
that.
Malfoy. You won't get that reference, but
Wait, what did you say?
did somebody say Draco Malfoy?
Oh Jesus.
It's a very Potter musical. Can...
I hurt inside now.
Oh, so, and there's this, are the skeletons facing the other way?
Mm-hmm.
They've yet to turn.
Can I take my rope and tie it around one of, like, tie it to one pillar and across the way to make kind of like a trap for the skeletons to trip on, and like tie it to the other one?
You can get it tied around the pillar you're at, and then dash across this turn.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you do that, Krieg starts like muttering to himself, still like trying to figure out like what it is. He seems to be like concentrating very carefully. He says, "Yes, Scimitar, you have to understand. With this power." We unleash this beast. We take it back to the mainland, and we take what's rightfully ours. For the glory of the blood of Vol and Karnath. We will put a true patriot on the throne, Scimitar. Our alliance with your master is strong and appreciated. And as he's like kind of talking to Scimitar, Cassandra gets her turn. She steps out. She says, "Krieg! Sir Garrick!" They both turn around. And as he responds, he says, "Why are you down here? And who is this fool you've brought with you?" Pointing to...
Randall. She's just standing there like, I'm sorry, what?
"Listen, I told you to stay up top and learn as much as you can about this control panel. Never mind that. The schemas seem to be telling me all that I need. Randall, it's your turn.
I walk back 1 square, or diagonally back 1 square, other way,
Okay.
behind the pillar,
Okay.
and then go 1 square further,
Okay.
and go right. Is that enough for you, Cassandra? And I throw my net at the skeleton.
Okay, go ahead and throw your net.
If I'm not mistaken, I gotta remember my net. Where is it? Hold on a minute.
The return of the net that we
Yeah,
avenged.
that's why I asked Ben. I'm like, could I have possibly gotten that fixed? Now, granted, it's not the upgraded net that we talked about, but
Oh,
it is still a net.
I was making
And
a trap
Randall
for
is
those
nothing
two.
without his net. So a large or smaller creature hit by. Okay, so I do have to roll an attack roll.
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead. 13 plus
Oh, nice.
5 is. So 21.
Yeah. He has been entangled with your net.
I throw it over the skeleton to the back left of me.
Okay.
And trap that one up.
All right.
And I go. And I as I do that, I break my my illusion. And I go, "Hey friend, how's it going?"
Just looks at you with like the his helmet's down, right? Like, cause you never, nobody sees it sees him with it off, and you just hear that bellowing voice. He's like, "How could you betray me like this, Cassandra? I will kill him, then you!"
Told ya.
And he commands his skeletons to attack. So the first one, to escape a net.
Yeah, so the net is. Give me 1 second. Because I didn't reload it to my character sheet like I should have, like a good boy. He has to make a creature can use its action to make a DC strength check, freeing itself or another creature.
Okay.
Or it can try and slash at it.
Okay.
But it has to make an attack roll one way or the other.
What does it need to hit?
AC is 10.
Okay. I missed.
So it's tangled up in me net.
Yeah. So then the other skeletons begin marching down the corridor. 2 of them going directly for Cassandra, and the third one going for you. That one gets right to where you're at.
Okay.
And swings his sword. Nothing. Twice. The others, Navari, so I'm going to let you roll a strength check to pull your rope as tight as you possibly can, as the other 2 go.
I was really hoping I could finish tying that up before, because I'm not strong.
I believe in you, lass.
Oh my
the will of
gosh.
God are with you.
I mean, Navarre is not super religious, but apparently they are, because 19 plus nothing.
Oh, nice. Okay. And nice. Yeah. You take out both these 2 skeletons just fall flat on their faces, from you pulling on the rope. Taking them down to the ground, with a giant yank. But then the Warforged walks up to Cassandra, looking back at Krieg, and he says, "I'll handle this for you." And he swings his sword at Cassandra, hitting her.
I'm gonna murder him.
Punches with his dagger, not striking her with that. But she still takes...
Should I ask if she had health potions?
She still takes 4 points of damage.
She's your daughter, lass. I bet she does.
And we go back to the top of the order with Navari. So Navari, does your action, what would you like to do?
I would like to go for... I'm gonna go for the Warforged, but also then Krieg's probably gonna go for me, but also...
Okay.
Is there any schemas lying about?
No, there's one in place, like one piece in place, and he's holding on to the other 3.
Well, this is problematic.
Can I go and grab the schema?
You gonna try to pull it out of his hands?
No, the one that's in the thing.
Okay. You can try. Go ahead and make a strength roll.
Oh man. I was hoping it wasn't like locked in there. 10?
No. No, you tug and pull on it and it doesn't budge, and then he just turns to look at you, and it is his turn. He takes a step towards you, and he swings his hammer with a really wide arc. That's a 9, so that's not gonna hit anything. And he swings again. That's a 23.
That hits.
So Navarre, you feel yourself as you take 14 points of damage. And go ahead and roll a strength saving throw for me.
I'm gonna uncanny dodge to make that 7.
Okay.
Hold on. Sorry. Just subtracting hit points until I remember. You said a strength?
Yes.
8.
Okay, so the blow from the hammer sends you flying back across the room 10 feet and knocking you to the floor as well. And he just leans back and he laughs for a moment. He says, "Pathetic dwarf sending your friends to fight your battles, I see."
Oh, I forgot. During my turn, I also dropped the disguise.
Dropped the what?
The disguise that I had.
Oh, okay.
I forgot to say that, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Cassandra continues. She is going to fight with the Warforged directly in front of her. Her first attack, she appears to miss, and then she draws a dagger and attempts to stab it. And that one, she actually connects, doing a little bit of damage to the Warforged known as Scimitar. Randall, what would you like to do?
Oh, the anger runs deep, lad.
Get rid of these undead, please.
I will channel divinity, and I will do turn the unholy. And I need each fiend or undead that can see or hear me within 30 feet making a wisdom saving throw.
What's your DC?
My DC is 13.
Okay. And what happens when they fail?
So I use a channel divinity. If they fail the turning, it is turned for 1 minute or 10 rounds, or until it takes damage, a turned creature must spend its turn trying to move as far away from me as it can. And it can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of me.
Oh, okay.
It also can't take reactions for its action. It can only use the dash action. Well, no, on its turn, Ben.
Yeah, it's their turns right now.
Well, no, I'm not done with mine yet.
Oh, okay.
So that was my bonus action, or my action.
God. Okay.
That was my action.
Yep.
So as my bonus action, I activated my, as I cast that spell and channeled that divinity.
Yeah.
I enacted my holy armor to make it glow and emanate from me in a 10-foot aura. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
That puts you to 22?
Yep.
Okay.
And it lasts for 10 minutes. And I immediately march towards Krieg and I go, "Oh, I'm sorry, friend. I couldn't hear you from back there. I was dealing with your stupid minions. What was that?" And that's my turn.
Okay. So this one starts fleeing down the hallway. This one gets up, does the same, and this one gets up and does the same, and the guy in the ropes
Also,
breaks the net.
Cassandra can
Makes it
attack.
fall back.
Cassandra could attack one of those if she wanted to as a reaction. Just because it's being forced to move, it's on its action. It's only if I
but
force
if
it to.
she hits it, it breaks your.
Yeah.
You know.
It breaks the spell.
Oh, yeah, it's up to her. But yeah.
No, I think she's so focused. Like, my opinion is she's focused on scimitar in front of her, so she's not going to really, like, I'm not going to lower my guard to
Gotcha.
give up a parry against this much more formidable combatant.
Okay. That's my turn.
Yeah. So scimitar goes next. Oh! You watch in horror as Cassandra takes a blade and it punctures her armor over her left shoulder and drives through her, and he pulls it out, and she just winces in pain. And she takes just a brutal hit for 11 damage, and she, is trying to like stay like on her feet, and then he throws a punch with his other hand, also connecting, dealing a bit more damage, causing her to want to reel back. Navari, it's your turn.
Well, gotta stand up.
Yep.
And, do some, mother-daughter bonding and go attack the dude that's attacking my daughter.
Okay.
Can I stab him from behind?
Absolutely.
Do I get advantage for that?
Yeah, you can move into a flanking position.
$24 to hit. With my
Nice.
silver dip rapier. I get sneak attack. $18 points of damage.
Nicely done.
And I'll say, hey, how about you pick on someone with, might be a bit more of a threat, and I'm gonna do my, offhand attack too.
Okay, with your bonus action, absolutely.
It's a 15 to hit. No. Because that would have been with the snake dagger 16 to hit.
That'll hit, yeah, absolutely.
And the snake dagger only does a d4 plus 5, it says. Because I didn't do poison. Oh wait, no, I don't add the dexterity. Do I still add the plus? Do I still add the +1? Apparently it's a plus one
for the dagger. Yep.
So 2 points of damage. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's perfect. So yeah, you strike at him twice, or strike at it twice. Both blows doing a lot of, like, if this thing could bleed, you'd definitely be reeling in pain. You've injured it visibly.
Does he seem more focused on me now?
Oh yeah,
okay.
Yeah, he's looking at you. That's
Hey, Ben.
for sure.
What the hell? I haven't heard a single comment about us flesh bags in a single, in 2 turns now.
I haven't heard that menacing women yet. Oh, just
hang on. It's Krieg's turn. Give me a second here. So Krieg looks down at his foe, and he gestures, and you see this pendant, this red gem that he wears around his neck glow, and you see his hammer all of a sudden ignite with flame as he appears to draw upon some energy similar to your own, Randall, and he says, "By the blood of Vo, I shall vanquish you, meddling dwarf!" And he swings with a 15. He swings again. 23.
One manages to get through. The first one scrapes across Randall's armor, and he's like,
So it's 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And 10 points of fire damage as he smites you.
Oh, so 5 points of fire damage. Got it.
You should take that symbol. It'd suck if that symbol was taken.
I look at him and I go, the fire kind of tickles.
Foolish mortal. You will
What
see.
are you?
I seek to better myself with belief in me. And as he's like shouting at you, Scimitar starts swinging at Navari this time. Navari, he slashes across your upper arm for 8 points of damage, and he throws his punching dagger wildly, not connecting at all. And he tries to step back so he's not between the two of you.
Uncanny.
But he doesn't leave your engagement zone.
Uncanny dodge for the hit.
Okay.
How much was it? Is it 8? So it's 4?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I heard 8. Am I wrong, Ben?
Yeah,
I think you said it. Okay, so half to 4.
So Cassandra repositions herself, knowing that by surrounding this foe, you guys will have a better chance to defeat him, and she takes a dodge action as to hopefully not get hurt anymore, because she's looking
She doesn't
bad.
have any health potion. Okay.
Good to know.
I'm gonna
Randall,
have to go.
it's your turn.
Let's see here, just to verify. Give me 1 second. All right. I bring out my battle axe. And I said that last one kind of tickled a little bit, friend. And I'm gonna do another channel divinity. And I'm gonna imbue my weapon with sacred weapon.
Okay.
Which allows me to add my wisdom, my strength and my charisma modifier to attack rolls.
Oh my god.
To hit, and because I did that, it also, with a minimum bonus of a +1, which means it's also now a +2 weapon. And I look to him and I go, and I kind of I lean in just enough so that maybe I can whisper to him, and I go, "Best shot, lad. I'm looking forward to it." And I got like a semi-crazed look in my eye, like, "Let's go. You're not running from me this time." And that's actually my bonus action will be to drink the potion of healing I have.
Okay.
And that is 2d4 plus 2, or 2d4 plus 2. So 5 plus 2, so 7. So I just healed back almost a little over half of what he did to me.
Nice.
And I'm like, I drink the potion bottle, and I take the bottle and I go and shatter it. And I'm like, let's go.
All right, Navari, back to the top with you.
As a bonus action, I toss a health potion to Cassandra or something?
Go ahead and roll a dexterity to see how that gets to her.
A dexterity saving throw or check?
Yeah, just a check, not a saving throw for you.
Nice try though. I like where your head's at.
I will get every point of help I can from the Dungeon Master.
12.
Alright, so you throw the potion, and Cassandra is able to make almost diving catch, and rolls to the side, cradling the potion.
Okay. Can I, as an action, roll to hit the Warforged?
Yes.
By shifting first?
So she's not right next to him at the moment. Oh yeah, no, I'll leave her right next to him, yeah. Yep, so go ahead.
I was about to be like...
It's 18 plus 7.
Holy god, that's 25. That's a hit. That's enough.
Hurt him, lass. I need assistance.
21 points of damage.
So Navari, how does this guy go down?
I like to think I do, a toss of the health potion behind the back. And then
Okay.
just like,
Yeah.
I don't know, do something cool with the
Reverse
rapier.
grip rapier.
Yeah, just
Up into his brainstem, like up to
Yeah.
his chin line.
yeah.
So yeah, so you take the step, you toss the potion behind your back with your offhand. Yeah, like you said, like rapier, flip your wrist,
Mhm.
drive it
It's like-
through the neck, pop it out the back, and as
Mhm.
you pull it clean through, it cuts like the wood cording, and the mechanical like processes, and just causes the warforged to just go slump, and the spark of life goes out of its eyes.
Do I have any more movement left?
Yeah,
Can I move to
You can only move
behind?
5 feet.
Can I move to behind Krieg?
sure.
I was about to say, in my mind, like as we get to the main event, aka the Krieg fight, all I can think is it's an MMA fight, and like I feel like Navarre's in the corner, and like my sweat towel is her feeding me health potions because I'm just beating the crap out of this guy.
Well, Navari's also been trying to kill him from.
No, I know, but it's like this is our best chance, and that's like the mindset that Randall's in. Is like, you're feeding me health potions, and it's like really just like a sweat rag going across my forehead. Like, come on, you got this, Randall. Kill
Come on,
him.
Randall.
She's got the
Kill him.
cold. She's got the cold press for your cheek when your eyes black. Yep.
Yeah. That's the mindset Randall's in right now. Is like, this man must die. I don't care what it takes. He has to die.
So it's Krieg's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Navari, he starts chanting as he watches you like dispatch his assistant, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
That was amazing.
19.
It's so good.
Oh! All right, you made it. You felt this like mental compelling, is like you heard a voice in your head telling you to run, and you just shrugged it off completely. It is now Cassandra's turn. She drinks the potion that you gave her, and she's like shouting. She says, "Krieg, stop this! Stop this madness!"
I gotta give her credit. She really tries.
She's
She's
still
like her mother.
she's still got that like optimism. She hasn't been world weary like you guys have.
She's not been she's been
Jaded.
so far seduced by his words that she thinks that he's still a good man,
Yeah,
and that he's just been turned.
Yeah, like something's something outside is wrong.
He has that hope.
But anyway, Randall.
Oh God, it feels so good to let loose a little bit. All right. Let's have a little fun, shall we? Well, that's a 19 on the dice, so that's more than 20.
Oh my god, yep. Yeah, that'll do it.
And that's a 16 on the die, so more than 20. Oh, by the way, I failed to mention this earlier, but the first one and the second one are going to be Divine Smites at level 2. Yeah, that's right. He's going to hurt. He's going to feel this in a bit. Let's see here. So D12s.
I like how you
Plus,
pivoted the camera just to show us that.
3d8.
That was my office moment where it's like, like a reality show where I get to like just look at the camera in an interview.
6, 7, 11, 16 points of damage there.
Okay.
Then a radiant. All right. And 2 of those. Whoops. That is 4 points of more radiant damage,
Okay.
plus 23 points
Wow.
of axe damage, magical damage, plus an additional. What is that? 4, carry the 1, so 10 more points of damage on top of that.
So you plant your axe into it with just this like enormous swing, and you just feel it like reverberate as you crack his
I-
armor.
I almost imagine the way that Randall just did this is he was like, one side, and the other, right in the hip section, because that's
Yeah.
about as high as he could reach.
Yeah.
And he's like, he's picturing in his mind, I'm cutting down a tree right now.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
I mean,
Randall's
It's
practice.
a good way to describe that like technique. And he just like winces in pain, knowing that like, ugh,
Oh, I'm sorry. Did that hurt, friend?
killing one of you might just bring enough to like at least so he doesn't go down without a total fight. Navari, what do you do?
What kind of check would it be to take that amulet that glows when he casts spells from him?
I'll let you do dexterity.
It's
Would
gonna be a challenge. You're basically trying to take a worn item. This is like, you're like, picture the hardest encounter you've ever had in Skyrim of trying to pickpocket like that one item that's like a 90% fail rate. That's what you're doing right now.
Oh. Well, I wasn't sure.
I mean, hey, Ben said try for it and he gave you a roll to make, so.
That's the nerve-wracking part.
Yeah, but just remember what happened the last time you had a nerve-wracking roll, and then we spent an entire day shopping for masks.
23.
Oh! So you see Navari like reach and just grab the back of the chain of the necklace and snap it with a jerk, and she ends up getting a hold of it, and now she has like his gem, and he just like spins to look at her, as furious as ever. By the blood of all, return what is rightfully mine!
Randall looks at him, well, looks at the back of him and goes, I'm sorry, did you lose something, friend?
Can I bonus action drink a health potion?
Yes, go for it.
And
And Cassandra still doesn't want to like join this fight. She says, "Stop! Stop the madness!"
It's 2d4
Randall.
plus what was it? I'm sorry.
2d4 plus 2.
How hurt does he look after that last blow?
It's hard to tell because he is encased in
In
armor.
armor? But is he, like, so, I understand that, but is he, like, bleeding from spots at all?
Oh yeah,
Like, and it's heavy?
yes.
Put it like this, Ben. This is what I'm thinking in my mind, and you'll let me know. I
gonna use
want
the
the
restroom real
last
quick.
blow I deal to be non-lethal. Okay? So if I looks like I'm about to drop this guy and he's about to go down,
All right, yeah. Make the first attack, and
Yep.
because you're not gonna do it in one hit, and if you
No.
quit, I mean, too bad. Because the dice are gonna do what the dice are gonna do in that case.
not a crit, but that's an 18 plus. So,
Ooh, my God.
and the second one he actually might avoid. Hold on a minute, because it's the high is 9. So 9 plus 8 plus 2. So 19 to hit.
Only the first one will hit him.
Okay. Well, that's okay, because I'm still going to dump a Divine Smite into that. It's just going to be a level 1, that stuff. That's all.
Okay.
So let me get the Divine Smite, which is 2d8 plus a d6. Yeah. 11, 14 radiant,
Okay.
plus an additional 14 points of slashing.
Oh my lord.
Randall ain't screwing around.
So he literally like kind of reaches, like leans back for a moment. He spits blood through his grill into your face, and then you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, all right, I can do that.
Oh my God.
No, keep rolling bad. It works for me.
What'd I come back to? What's happening? Who's dying?
4. Randall's
Okay.
not agile.
You fail, and
Mhm.
he like calls forth like this damnation kind of thing onto you, and you are hit
Mhm.
with like a hellish rebuke and take 5 points of fire damage.
Oh, was that a saving throw?
Yeah.
Nope, the number didn't change. Sorry.
Okay.
How
no
much?
problem. 5.
5 fire.
Yep, 5 fire.
Dang,
So
so he
2
can
damage.
he can still
Yeah.
cast spells. I was hoping that was a focus.
Well, he did Hellish Rebuke.
Oh,
Don't worry, Randall's feeling pretty spry right about now. That your fire seems so weak. I remember it hurting more in the past. As
And,
I
like,
finish my
You
turn.
can see this guy is full on the brink of defeat. I mean, he's trying to stay standing. There's blood from his armor. He just literally spit blood into your face.
Yep. And I look to Navari. I kind of look to Navari and I look to Cassandra and I go, "We might need to spare him at least for right now."
what?
Yeah.
Alright, it's
no,
your turn.
Those are my words.
I don't know
'Cause
how.
your daughter's been pleading for his sanity to return. And killing him in front of her doesn't feel right. That's Patrick speaking now, not Randall.
Can I clunk him on the back of the head with the hilt of my rapier?
Do whatever you're going to do as Navari.
Yeah.
I want you to do what you're going to do as Navari. Like, if Navari wouldn't give him any quarter and was going to kill him because he attacked, by all means. Randall spoke his piece and then I spoke out loud, and I don't want that to necessarily influence your action.
Well, her bonds is somewhere out there. I have a child. I'm making the world better for her. But it's conflicting. Because also he did torture her and
Oh
whatnot.
yeah.
And her
I
mission
know.
before was
You-
to
I mean,
kill
you were
him.
A prisoner. Literally, the first session of the campaign was essentially like you being broken loose and being able to complete your mission along with Ishara.
Yeah. I mean, if I knock him out, I can always kill him after.
Okay.
So that's
So, yeah, we just
17
wanna-
plus 7. to
That's a
hit.
hit.
Do I still roll the d8? Do I...
You have to do
roll the
enough
D8 for
damage
the-
to-
yeah. Yep, go ahead and roll the D8 for the weapon, and just like you would normally.
Can I still have
Please.
sneak attack?
Yeah.
I'm like, you still have to do enough damage to knock him unconscious, is the point.
$14. My dice were like, no, I don't want to knock him out.
So you take you've got a guard on your rapier, and you take it and you just throw a punch with everything you have right into the base of his neck, where the helmet would like meet the other part of the armor, and he just goes limp as soon as you hit. And that is where we stop today.
Oh, I was about to say, as she knocks him out and he starts to crumple, Randall like tries to catch his head and his back and lay him down and go to sleep, friend. It'll all be better in the morning.
I'll
And
let
he
you
lays
try to
him down.
catch him. Go ahead and roll.
You're
go
gonna
ahead
get
and roll
crushed.
Athletics for Randall?
Yeah. I'm giving
that
you a
is-
chance.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's a 15.
All right. And like I said, that's where we stop tonight, as you gently lay him on the ground.
And whisper those words into his ear. Go to sleep, don't worry, it'll all be better in the morning, friend.
If he wakes up. It depends on how Navari's feeling.
Well, the hammer will make sure that he doesn't if your rapier doesn't.
Right? Right? Just like, oh, what's that? You're not done? Okay.
Whack, splat.
So
I'm
I'm just gonna put in my inventory Krieg's amulet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mark that down so that we have that for next time. Cassandra's hopes and dreams. You can mark that in your inventory because we hold those currently. As she prays for Krieg's forgiveness.
She was what?
Praying for Krieg's forgiveness.
She was?
Yeah.
Was that
Yeah,
when
she
I
wanted-
went to use the restroom?
Yeah, well,
No,
so the whole
battle,
time
she was trying to. Get
Oh,
you
I
guys to
thought she was
stop.
trying to convince him to stop.
she was
Well, both of
pleading
you.
with him.
Oh, both. Okay.
Yeah, she was pleading to
Well,
make him
like-
stop his insanity and see the light of the
Yeah.
word that he used to convince her to come out on this mission.
Yeah, basically. Yep.
And she's seeing the true Krieg and the bloodlust in his eyes, especially when he's faced with people that he hates to a T.
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah. Like
like-
him. Like if he
like
had a
he-
journal, it would be like in Ace Ventura when it's like laces out in Marino.
Right. Like I feel like
If
I
you like
feel
Ray
like-
Finkel's house with just like all the laces out Marino.
I
Except
feel
it'd be
like
kill that stupid dwarf.
I feel
And
like for him,
Navari.
Navari is at the top. But
Oh,
Randall's
sure.
a close second.
Yeah, but
Because he's only been around for 2 encounters, but man, has he been annoying for those 2 encounters.
What, like poetic justice though that Navari got the last blow.
Mm-hmm. I thought that was amazing. I literally did probably like 60-ish points of damage or more
I
in
rolled
2 turns.
So I rolled max damage both times against the Warforged, like on the D8 for my rapier.
Yeah.
But for Krieg's, it was a 1.
I rolled 28 on the second hit, and I rolled over 40 for the first hit.
that's crazy.
Should I stop
Well-
streaming so we could talk?
Yeah, go
Okay.
for it. By the way,
Thank
just
you.
good night, everybody. I know we went a little later than we normally do, but this was kind of a big deal culmination moment. So
Let me stop streaming.